What's up, y'all? Today I'm going to teach you how to do the Pete Rose. Some tricks that you're going to want to already know how to do before learning the Pete Rose are basically just a toe side front side 360, a toe side back roll, and a toe side back roll revert. I do have a tutorial for all of these tricks on my channel. If y'all want to go back and check those out, they'll definitely help a lot. The edge you're going to want to take when doing the Pete Rose is probably like a pretty mellow edge. I kind of say the smaller I go, I think the more consistently I land the Pete. Obviously you can't go too small or you will like hang a back edge sometimes. If you do have like a really small kicker though, maybe you could juice your edge up a little bit, but for the most part, a pretty mellow edge, like a softish, medium-ish edge in towards the kicker should be pretty good. I do normally do an indie Pete Rose. That one's more comfortable for me, but I feel like most people do either like a nose grab or like a melon. I feel like that's more common, so I'm definitely gonna do that one in this video. When approaching the kicker for this trick, it's gonna be pretty much exactly the same as a toe side back roll to revert, or even maybe like a two-handed toe side back roll. So as you're approaching the kicker, be nice and low. As you're getting closer to the top, give it a nice little push. Make sure you're leaning that head straight back to initiate that toe side back roll rotation. Just make sure both hands are on the handle and they're close to the front side of your body. Now that you have initiated that sort of toe side back roll rotation, make sure you drop that front hand nice and early and start reaching for a nose. But even though you're letting go of that front hand, don't let that handle pull you around yet too early. Try and keep it on this side of your body as long as possible. Hold nose and make sure that after you've initiated that toe side back roll, keep that handle on the front side of your body and stay doing a toe side back roll as long as you can. The reason I want you to stay in a toe side back roll as long as possible is because if you start going into a toe side roll to revert really early, especially with a nose grab, a lot of people get like out of control and they start like flailing around, or whenever they do the Pete, they end up spinning the 360 too quick and maybe they overflip and they end up slipping on their butt. So basically, if you do stay in a toe side back roll for a longer period of time, the trick will be like a lot more controlled and it'll be easier for you to do in the long run. When learning the Pete Rose, you should definitely learn it with the grab. Otherwise, there is going to be quite a few people who give you crap for it. I am telling you to do it nose grab. Originally, back in the day, people were kind of doing it melon, but that's not really a proper grab. So just make sure you grab nose or melon and you won't get that much crap. The original Pete Rose was meant to have a grab on it. Otherwise, people would kind of tell you that you're doing a toe side back mob. So yeah, it would be a good idea to learn this trick with the grab. If you want to learn it without it first and then bring the grab later, that's fine too. Now that you have reached for nose, you have that grab, and you have done about half of a flip in that toe side back roll rotation, that's when you can start initiating the rotation by pulling this handle all the way over to your rear hip. That's going to get the first 180 done for this trick. Now that you have finished that first 180, you can continue pulling this handle all the way over to your lower back to finish up the last 180 of the rotation. As you're doing the first 90, as you finish up the first 90 of this rotation, and you get to about here, that's when you can sort of let go of the grab. Keep pulling that handle all the way over to your lower back. You can spot the water, spot your landing right here, bend your knees on impact, and just ride away blind on your toes. The biggest problem I see people having with this trick is basically just they will over rotate the flip and they will slip on their butt. A lot of times people think that there's not enough time, so they really try and yank that rope or really try and huck themselves to get this trick finished before they land. There's a lot more time than you think, so if you do slow this trick down, it'll be a lot easier. I do almost feel like the times where I almost catch a back edge are the times where I land it most consistently. So whenever I do get closer to catching that back edge is actually like sort of the perfect landing. So it is pretty scary. Every once in a while I actually do hang a back edge and it sucks pretty bad. So I hope this doesn't happen to you. I don't know how to help prevent that. Maybe you know someone who's better at Pete Roses than me, but yeah, I feel like the ones where I'm really close to catching a back edge are the ones I land absolutely perfect. I'm just gonna give you a quick little summary of the entire Pete Rose. Make sure you come up to the kicker with a nice mellow edge. Initiate a two-handed toe side back roll or a toe side back roll to revert. Make sure you sort of stay in the toe side back roll position as long as you can. Also, don't forget to reach for nose grab early, and if you do reach for nose grab, it might be hard to stay in that toe side back roll position for a long time, so just make sure you get that handle over in front of your body with your rear hand. That'll help you stay there for a little bit longer. After you reach about halfway through your flip, that's when you can start pulling this handle over to your rear hip to initiate that first 180. Just make sure you continue pulling that handle in a smooth pull all the way over to your lower back. On the last 90 degrees of your flip, that's kind of when you can drop the grab. Make sure you bend your knees on impact. Make sure you spot the water right before you land. Bend your knees on impact, right away on your toes blind. That's how you do a Pete Rose. If y'all like this video, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Comment below on what kind of tricks you guys want to learn in the future. Also, feel free to comment below the problems you're having with this trick or any other tricks, and I'll get back to you and try and help you out as much as I can. Also, if you are really struggling, make sure you send me a video in my DMs on Instagram of your attempt, and I'll get back to you and help you as much as I possibly can. I will be out here making wakeboarding videos every second day forever, so make sure you guys subscribe. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.